I'm John Beaudin, and we talk about arguably the best Heart album, which was Little Queen. Our special guest, Steve Fosson, the bassist, drummer Roger DeRozier, or as some people in French say, DeRozier. I've known people by that last name. That's how we say it. But most people say DeRozier, and that's okay. Former manager Mike Fisher and his lead guitarist brother Roger. Little Queen on Rock History Music with Heart. By the way, how'd you get a co-write on? How did that work? Co-write on Barracuda.
Well, Roger Fisher and I used to fairly often go to the hall, go to the place we were playing, instead of sit around the hotel room and watch Gilligan's Island or something. Just go down and get warmed up a little bit, hang out, and go somewhere. So a lot of times we would do a sound check together, just jam, just horse around with different grooves, or he'd play something. I'd just sort of jump in and play something with him. And so that's how we came up with Barracuda, just as a simple kind of a riff thing and drum groove. And it was either his brother or I can't remember. I used to record what we did on a little tape recorder, and Mike Fisher sometimes would record, and we gave that idea. We did the same thing with Mistral Wind, by the way, which I got no credit for because I didn't say, hey, I didn't make a point of it. So that's another whole movie. But for Barracuda, I spoke up and I said, hey, that song wouldn't have existed without me and Raj working out the basic feel of the song, the basic core of the song. It would not have existed. So I think that's worth something, And they went, oh, okay. I say in sort of a sarcastic tone. But yeah, that's gotta stick up for yourself sometimes.
By the way, a quick soundbite for Barracuda. How did you come up with that? I mean, speaking of that, were you just noodling around?
Yeah, it was one of those situations where on the road there's little time to practice. So me and DeRozier would always go to sound checks, and when having gotten permission from the crew, we would jam. And so one day we're just jamming away on that thing, and Mike comes running up from the soundboard and says, hey, you guys, what is that? Well, I don't know, just something we made up. Well, keep that, develop that. That's a great song. And if he hadn't said that, it would have been just like any other little jam thing, water under the bridge, and it would have been forgotten. So that's one of the defining roles of Mike, is to recognize something and say, do that.
Well, they were jamming practically the whole song. It wasn't just the galloping thing.
Yeah.
They had, all the way into the chorus, and it was awesome to hear that.
Well, the photo shoot for Little Queen, how long did that take?
I'm sorry, what?
The photo shoot for Little Queen, how long did that take?
Oh, that was Griffith Park down in LA, and we did it. Getting the wagon there and getting all the clothes. Steve and I, we had to go to this. It was Western Outfitters or someplace in Hollywood where they have endless. Those things they have in laundromats, those pipes that they can push 150 suits to get the one that's yours. You know what I'm talking about? Around the whole store, around the whole place. They have just those kind of things. All I think they're powered by a diesel engine or something to push all these clothes through the place. So we got those I don't know, Robin Hood like outfits from there, and it took all day.
You had to give them back though, right at the end?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I remember picking up Little Queen. I actually came here to Moncton from Miramichi, Northeast New Brunswick, where I lived, and I remember picking up Little Queen, and the cover was nice, two beautiful girls, and I looked in the back and there you guys were. And my first thought was, and I asked Michael this, I'm going, What the heck wardrobe experience was this? Don't get me wrong, it looked cool. It was Zeppelin-esque to me. It was a moment in time. So I remember going, that was really cool. What was that experience like for you with the wardrobe? Because Michael said there was like it was almost like a button in the, like when you go to the dry cleaning to try to find what you were going to wear. What was that experience like?
Oh, it was on a movie lot, for costumes, and they had everything. They had jackets, pants, boots, everything went by, and we kind of told them that we wanted a theme, kind of a gypsy type theme, and maybe a troubadour type vibe from, and I think we achieved it. But at the same time, I don't know, it created kind of a space where you could forget about the world and look at these pictures and go, oh, this is a different era, different vibe, and then just get immersed in the art.
Mm-hmm. Ann Wilson's always welcome. She's one of my favorite singers of all time to come on this channel and talk and give us her point of view. Nancy as well. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music.